This is a poem from Otis entitled Cheers, Nick. Shunted and turned back at the border, traveled too many miles to realize there wasn't a single blank page remaining in my passport. It left me no room for a capital city visa. It was oversight, an inability to read fine print. Forced to retreat after beseeching custom officials, 5 times I pleaded after their initial denial. I'm sorry, sir, but we can't make any exceptions. Yet my friend's just over the border, 10 minutes away. I traveled a 12-hour night train from Bangkok to meet him. I came from Korea as an old buddy, planned this for weeks. I'm sorry, sir, but we can't make any exceptions. So it was back over the friendship bridge in a scowl, cursing Laotian intractability, such barbarity, a blatant lack of discretion, an American snowflake. The Mekong River was traversed both ways in a single day. This is not supposed to happen to a traveler. It appeared brown and stumbling, no real flow. I recall vividly, like bad poetry, the dark omen that it is. Heading south now without my stamp, my invitation into Vientiane, I landed in a rickety dust town of the known Kai variety. Luckily, within earshot were a pair of middle-aged lesbians who offered me the idea to take a breather and simply chill out. There's nothing you can do about it. I told them my frustrations beyond the Mekong. They could see I was very unsettled. Chill out was their refrain. Chill out, mate. Then the cute one said, let's split the difference. We'll take a taxi to the bus station. Go to Chiang Mai together. Put the day behind us. Sound good? She spoke in British English. Maybe my retreat was for a reason I didn't yet know. So I said okay to these lovers. Besides, there could be trouble brewing for me in Laos, over the famous river on a hot Sunday in early February. You can't turn back the clock, but we do remember things. Assuredly, everything had changed. The timing, the direction, the country, the language, the view, the future, the mood. It was all revised that day. A new course with different coordinates charted. It's okay to be lost, I trust. Everyone is at some point. I was supposed to be there, knowing this only now, in the Laotian capital, inside a cheap motel, a floor below. He was ready. Beers on ice before noon. He told me so. We were to celebrate our Korean reunion in style. We were to spin about in a wander on his motorcycle before fate said, no thank you, that's not happening. Instead, he passed away all alone, a floor above my empty room. I was to be on 3, he on 4. Surrounded by a cavalcade, I'm guessing, of empty green Heineken bottles, situated haphazardly like drunken sailors, positioned in a semicircle, not in a row, no order for certain, I'll never know. I just wanted to picture it for a moment, pretend I saw something, to make believe I was there. 2 days after the border debacle, I learned his heart had stopped. No small wonder he didn't answer my repeated calls. My payphone efforts from known Kai immigration were in vain. The lovely and innocent girlfriend, his fiancée, was now sobbing through the landline, bawling uncontrollably. A fierce attack upon his body burned, she said, a mortal blow in horrible throes. Too young to perish or depart for good, too smart to mix high sugar counts with alcohol day in and day out, it was diabetes that killed him. I now sit dumbfounded and morose back in Seoul, my low spirit not believing in his disappearance. Venting in a public square a moment ago, cruel life, has now left you to roam some other universe, some other norm. For this, I am sorry to say, goodbye, friend. So long for now. Adieu, buddy. Until we meet again. Cheers, Nick.